Hey guys, it's Rob with another video, and I have a video here that shows you things about our planet that nobody else knows. And I'm going to start off with, the west coast of North America, and I'm going to work my way through this area right here. I'm going to show you some interesting things about these ridges that maybe you'll think they're a coincidence, maybe you'll realize they can't possibly be a coincidence. And let me see here. The interesting thing about these things is they don't just align in one place. See, let me zoom in. See if I can show this correctly. See how they line up with the coastline. Look at the top. See how that fits in there? It's curved because the curvature of the planet isn't aligned right, but I know that those will fit better with straight on shots, so I don't really worry about that. I can tell that they fit because I've done this a million times. But you can see that, this could be rotated a little bit, but I don't think it actually is when this happens. I think it is just like this. But look at it's a vortex shape. It looks like it's rotating, and it seems to fit almost anywhere you put it. Like as if it was the DNA of the features below it. It is. Look, when I say it fits anywhere, you can kind of tell that that's exactly what it's doing. It's aligning anywhere. Look, like that to there. It could rotate into here. I can tell right now. I guess I'll do that. Hold on. Okay, so I rotated it, and watch as it comes in. Boy, you could tell that these are rotating out. That's why it's really annoying me, actually. I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time in one area because there's a lot to show you guys. But as I bring this in, you can see this number 6 looking thing. And you can see this lining up as it comes in. You can even see it lining up with the channel here of Southern California. This channel right there. You can tell that it's related to those lines, ridges is what we call them, I guess. They're not really ridges. Well, they're ridges, but not the way they think they are. Look how it lines up again, matching the features underneath right here. This is a progressive thing that I'm showing you because these are different layers of a process that created our land features, and they don't know this. Hold on. Jesus. All right. It's hard to keep this thing in line, but look at the ridge. Is that a coincidence? Or am I showing you guys something you've never seen before? Look at that, how it matched right there. Did you see that? My videos come out fuzzy and blurry when I upload them to YouTube, so there's a good chance you might not be seeing what I'm seeing, which would be a shame because this is an exact match, right? If you see that, oh my god, I hope you see this. It's funny. I show people things they've never seen before, and I still get trolled. I literally show people something they've never seen before about our planet, and I'll still have someone troll me and thumbs me down anyways. It's kind of amazing when you think about that. There are people like that on this planet. Look at fitting again down here. Let me just try to zoom out without ruining this whole shot. Okay, I just want to zoom out big enough so you guys can see what's going on. You can see as it locks right, well, it locks right in here, and these things move around, by the way. And you have to figure out where it's moving to as you're moving it. See the features realigning again? It's no accident, and it's not a coincidence that that's happening right now with this. Look at the Gulf of Mexico. Look at that vortex working its way, fitting in all the places over and over again, because it's the fingerprint. It's funny because I love when it does that. It's funny because I used to have trolls tell me that my alignments don't match, but they match everywhere. So how is that even possible? Look, it's not like a trick of the eyes. It's not a trick of anything. It's what it is. It's a spinning vortex that's creating the features on our planet. But it's not doing it on the surface. It's doing it underneath from the core. So that's where I think I just want people to be, I want to be clear about what's going on here. This is spinning at the core of the planet, and the material is around it. So this isn't like floating in the air and doing this. This is, look at the California basin, and look at the features right here. See, Madagascar are all distorted. The shape is distorted, so it's completely useless here. But if I get a straight on shot, it'll work out. And then you have the Grand Canyon. And while these are straight lines, underneath is like plasma and electrical discharging. This is a powerful thing that's shaping the world. And look, let's see, I thought I saw something align up here with this little eye looking thing right here, because it's moving around, right? Vortexes do that. See the alignment right there? By the way, if this quality of these images aren't very good, I'm in the process of buying a much powerful computer. Much powerful, more powerful. But check out the, okay, it's curved because of the distortion of the planet, stuff like the curvature. But you get the idea, and I want to show you more. This is rotating through. But the next thing that comes through is going to be Africa. And I'm going to show you some. Here we go, too. Right here, you can already see it going in place with the the features up here. Look. See? It rotates and realigns with, and you can see what's causing these features now, too. And it's the same thing. It moves up and down. What's going on is this is slid out from under here. And at one point, I've already showed you that this actually slides back up and around here. And you can kind of tell that just by looking at the flatness of these areas that something's going on here. And this is sitting on top of stuff. And this is why you're getting a reoccurring patterns, because this is obviously a reoccurring pattern of here. I hope you can see where my pointer is. These images are all related to here, which in turn is all related to this vortex shape spinning thing. See? Anyways, let's continue. I'm getting off a little sidetracked here. And you can see here where it's coming from too, by the way. So anyways, I'm bringing in Africa now. Let me go get the straight on shot. Okay, before I get that straight on shot, I started seeing some more stuff here that I thought I should show you. Okay, as you can see these features lining up. Let me back out, sorry. You can see the Gulf of Mexico. And there you go. You can see Florida. You can see the Gulf of Mexico. And you can see the features below distorted by the curvature of the planet, but that's okay. I already know that they'll match. And you can see it enough matching right here to kind of get a good idea what's going on. And what's cool about reoccurring patterns is they reveal parts of the world that you aren't allowed to see, like the center parts of Antarctica. And I'll get into that hopefully in this video. The government could keep you off Antarctica, but we don't need to be on there to see what's going on inside, thanks to reoccurring patterns. Look at that match again. And this is why I laugh. That I hate. I know people probably hate when I talk about this, but I think it's funny. When I used to have all those trolls attacking my channel, and I would challenge them to prove that these don't line up, and they just couldn't do it. They never would do it, but they would just keep telling me they didn't line up, they didn't do this, but they could never ever show me. Okay, so next alignment. Okay, here comes Africa. You know, it's kind of strange, but I don't usually believe in like magic and stuff like that, but I kind of think that there is some kind of form of manipulation in this reality that I think actually is preventing people from seeing these alignments. And the reason I say that is because they're so clear and they're so precise, and yet people will see them, and a lot of them, it won't register. Some people do though, and I'll tell you what, I think those people are special. I think there's something different about those people, because there are some people that actually do see like what I'm showing, and with no problem. But that's like a 1%. I'm gonna rotate this in. Okay, I'm sure. And then I think some of them can't see it because the compression that YouTube uses or something, because there's a distinct difference between my videos that I have on my computer and then the ones that are uploaded to YouTube. It's not the same quality, and it's frustrating to know that I just made a video that people can't see the alignments because it blurs the moment I try to put them together. Oh, and that's where I kind of wonder if there's some makes me wonder if there's some kind of dark magic or something like that. But because I'll show them an alignment like this. Oops. And It's exact, okay? It's exact. And they'll see it, and it will just bounce right off their forehead. I'm not even joking. They see it. I mean, you see it, right? You see that as an alignment. That's a precise, exact alignment. But it's weird. It's like they'll see it, either it's forgotten or it never went in their head. It like as if a force field just blocked it from going in. Because right there would be, in the real world, this would be the death of plate tectonics right there. Just this one image would be all it would take to destroy plate tectonics in a real world. But in the cartoon world that we live in, apparently this is pointless and meaningless, I guess. But look, it's exact. I mean, what blows me away is that I could show this till I'm blue in the face and nothing. But then I can take it a step further and I can bring in Africa. And align it right there. And nothing. How's it possible? But there's more. I could also take it and align it and rotate it into the California basin like that. Hold on. And nothing. I even have the feeling, to be honest with you, I think this image needs to be flipped upside down, because I think that's how that actually fits in there. Because you'll notice that this is a basin and that this is stepping down. I think it, in order to align there quick or better, it has to be stepping up. Okay, so I flipped it around, and of course I hear some bizarre creaking going on in my room. Kind of creeps me out when I do this. Makes me think like somebody's standing there. But anyways, and I swear to you, I think there is some kind of dark magic with this, because you got to remember that even though this looks like it's stepping down, because I flipped it around, this is actually the higher elevation. But that alignment right there is pretty good. But that's just a small area, so I know I get it. And look at it right there. You can see the different layers too fitting in there a certain way. I can tell that each one of these is a different elevation filling in that basin. Look, and if you're not sure about it, look at the... Okay, I know this has got to be blurry, but yeah, it's probably not fair that I show you that it's... Okay, so pay attention to the coastline the best you can as I bring this in. It's kind of hard. I'm working against a lot of things here. And now's the time to notice the coastline. See? It's too exact. There's no erosion here between these two areas. They obviously recently have come apart from one another. There's just no way this could be millions of years ago. No way possible. So I'm going to just keep bringing this in and see what happens, because I know it's going to line up, but I'm not sure exactly where, because, I can only do so much here. Okay, you can see the East Coast, by the way. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Notice the East Coast, Florida. See the alignment. See the alignment now. See the alignment now. See the alignment. Moves back and matches moving all around. How about now? Right there. See? The Hudson Bay. See the discoloration on Africa and the Hudson Bay. Oh, I hope you too, Les, you see this, because it's phenomenal. Okay, might be at my end here, and I might have to go get my next shot, but the discoloration of Africa, the curvature is messing it up, but you can still see the alignment. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, by the way. Boy, this is really going to wake some people up, I hope. Okay, I need to get another straight on shot of this area now. Okay, here's our new overlay. This looks like it's going to be a long video, but I think it's going to be worth it for you guys. I hope you think it's worth it, because you are seeing things that nobody else knows about at all. Nobody, not a single other person on this planet knows about this, and I know this now, because I'm surprised that I can just tell, because they would have found me by now. Okay, as I bring this alignment in, like right now in my head, I visualize that some people, this is bouncing right off their forehead and going right back into the trash or something. I know some people see this just as well as I do. But like I said, the only thing that makes sense is there's some kind of black magic involved here, because there is no reason why anybody would not see the value of these alignments that I'm showing you. And you can see that that's a double alignment right there. You can see, and I didn't even flip it around too. That's weird. What's so weird is that these will match like in different over and over again, and flipped around in every way possible. And I think this is because this is the consequence of a smaller planet object. I think that things are spinning, and because of that, it causes this to be able to fit in different positions. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to explain, but this is a vortex. These are from Birkeland currents, and the spinning is a three. Okay, this is why. It's because this is two-dimensional, and this is a three-dimensional process that I'm trying to show you with two-dimensional images. So it's gonna fit like that, because this is a three-dimensional is more superior So the only way that this can compete with that is to fit in multiple ways in the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if that even makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me, and I'm weird. So look at the alignment happening again, and I know it rotates up too and fits. I showed you that. Look how this feature goes from this peninsula. It goes from the image there, right here, making these images. It goes then to Florida. And then this comes through, does the same thing basically. It's part of the peninsula with alignments like that. This is a Birkeland current, and I can tell because it's wrapping around the peninsula if it was in 3 dimensions, but we're in 2 dimensions, so that's how you're going to see it. But in 3 dimensions, it would be wrapped around. And then look, well, I can see right there it's going to match there. But let's keep up. Oops. Let's keep the story going. You can see Florida down there. It's blurry or whatever, but you can see, you know what I can see just by doing this? I can tell you right now. Let me back this up. Just by looking at that, I can tell already that I could take Florida and line it. Not just Florida, but this whole area that's round, and would line up over here just because of this lining up here and there. Which means, well, we already know that these are different layers of the same thing. And you've got the Grand Canyon right here, and you got what looks like a massive electrical discharge, but it's also Birkeland currents rotating. There's electricity rotating with the Birkeland currents. And look, the alignment right there, like a trident or something. It's electrical discharge patterns that are spinning, of course. But because that line, there we go, just because that lined up here and there, well, I know it's going to line up. And then I see it line up here like that and there again. It tells me that I can now, wow, look at that. As I line that up, you can see these features right here, the texture. And it lines up again because, remember, these are reoccurring patterns because they're the same thing. They're just different moments in time. Isn't that crazy? Look. My mind is blown every time I do this. That's why I'm still doing this. And I'm hoping that you guys see what I'm talking about. It's frustrating when I see things like this, and then I realize that I put a video out that nobody can see. That's why I need you guys to see this. Look at the alignment here now, right? You guys see that, right? I know that some of my trolls, this is bouncing right off their eyelids because they're blinking. They blink every time this image tries to get into their head. They blink and it blocks it. And then they come at me like I'm an idiot. Check it out. That alignment. There it is again. And there it is again. And there it is again. You see what I'm talking about right down here? You see how that works? And there it is again. And there it is again. See it? You guys starting to get the feel of what's going on here? Oops, sorry for that. Or is it too blurry? I hope to God this isn't too blurry right now. Look, I'll do it again. Let me get closer. there is alignment. Right there is another alignment. And here. There's an alignment. I hope to God you guys see this. There's another alignment. See it? How it works? This is coming through too. Oh, this will be alignment right here. See it again. And Florida. See that? And then, of course, we're working our way up the East Coast here. Another alignment. And then here comes the next wave of alignments on Africa, the discoloration. Now, it's funny. Whenever I see this image right here, it looks like some creature putting its finger up to its mouth going, shh, it's a secret. And I swear I almost feel like that is part of this magic. I swear to you, I don't know why, but it just seems bizarre because it seems clear to me that this thing is saying, shh, don't tell nobody. But you can see the alignment though coming again, but now it's gonna be with Africa. See the alignment already? You already seen those. Now, hopefully I can do this without much trouble. The discoloration is aligning. See it? See it as it lines up with the edges. This thing right here. Okay, look. Here. It's aligning again. This is going to happen every time. You can see the alignment again up here, right here. See right there? Let me zoom in for you. You see that alignment, right? And you see that hole right there that's a lake. By the way, I believe this is the image of the core of the planet at one time. Looks like a football. See the different colors? Maybe you can see it. It's kind of hard actually when I line that up there. And you can tell that something's spilling out of here, by the way, with the discoloration. Look. You can see it's spreading. And it's coming out of this. It blew out. These are images of a rupture. A smaller version of it. Or the beginning of it. See that? That's why I keep telling people this planet has ruptured itself. And this may be the smaller planet rupturing itself into the larger one. I think this has happened, well, at least 3 times. At least 3 times. And I think it happens, it reoccurs. But I don't think we have to worry as much. I mean, it would be frightening to go through this. But as the planet gets bigger, I think the ruptures get smaller because that's the core of the planet. I think the core of the planet stays the same as the planet increases in size. So, you know what I'm saying? You got a bigger planet. That core isn't going to rip it apart like it did before. But I can guarantee you'll never forget it if it happens. Okay, so I'm almost positive this feature's going to find something that it matches with somewhere. Because that's a pretty defined feature right there. So I'm pretty sure that there's an image that's going to match pretty good with that, but I guess I'll have to look for that later when I have more time. It might even be in here. or probably in here, I guess. It's probably here. But look, the discoloration of Africa, those minerals, which tells you that there's a lot of potential knowing this information and finding minerals on this planet. Just by looking at these, you can tell that there's a correlation going on here, and that would make this information very valuable. Well, in the real world. In the cartoon world, it might not even get acknowledged. So look, here's a bigger alignment. You see that, right? So all that stuff I just lined up there, oh, look at here, it just lines back up with the bigger thing. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of hard to prove me wrong when I can align things up like that. And then there's the East Coast, remember? As Africa's coming in, see the alignment with Africa again? With the discoloration? Perfectly, I might add, see this? And then look, here is Yellowstone Park and the Grand Canyon right here. You see this blowing out of it, because this will also match in here as this blows out. See what I'm saying? I can take this and I can flip it around and it will fit in there and show you what was happening underneath these layers as this was blowing out. And that would be Yellowstone Park and the Grand Canyon are responsible for knocking these features apart in a moment that's caught in the surface of our planet, like a snapshot, like a picture. It became the surface features. And don't forget the California Basin, because you'll notice that it looks a lot like this, but this would be on top of here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let this be a long ass video. I'm kind of in the mood to do this, so yeah, let me get another straight on shot so we can show you. I can show you what comes in next. Okay, we're getting closer to the most important part of this video. My voice is going dry, by the way. If this video turns out, I think I'm gonna send this to somebody, or a few people actually. I hope it turns out. I got some, it's like an uphill battle with this. Alright, so okay, so let's bring this in. See all the alignments again, I guess. Or new ones, maybe. Let's see if I can figure out how this comes in here. And you can see this going towards there, and that lake image, which I'm claiming is actually a hole. It's filled up with water. It has a bottom because it's the same as the bottom of the oceans. And but at one point it wasn't that it didn't have a bottom. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's a crazy world. Look at imagine it spinning imagine it spinning clockwise and coming through there like a router. Let me dim it. Okay, I negated the image. I'm going to see if that makes a difference in how we see this. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does a miracle with what I need it to do. Oh yeah, look. Was that? You can see that this rotating center of the vortex hole is working its way around here. And you see how it just fits like it was made for that strip right there? But I bet you it's also the same size as here. I'm trying to make it easier to see. Hold on, let me get back out. Oh crap. Look at Africa, the way it looks. This kind of is neat actually. It kind of looks three-dimensional. I think it needs to rotate actually. I think that's what it's showing me. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck on this vortex hole right here. I'm trying to picture this like an eye of a hurricane, but with electricity and plasma. I'm trying to see, like, and then there's Yellowstone Park right here. It's pretty good in sizing with it, that's for sure. The basin, and it's about the length of the Grand Canyon. As a matter of fact, I think I see an alignment right there actually. Yeah, I do actually. The Grand Canyon, you can see, is right here to right up in here. Oh, I bet you, I wouldn't even hesitate to take close-up shots of these two to prove that they are matching. The Great Lakes. You can see that they're kind of fitting into that football-shaped area. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that there's a relationship. Okay, so here's Africa coming through. I wonder if I can see this stuff here. Oh yeah. You know how Africa's got these marks all over it? Well, those are reoccurring patterns also. Do you see that? The right there. Again, notice the importance of Yellowstone Park and the Grand Canyon are with these features. You can see the explosions and stuff that happen. Something big. I mean, this is a planet creator, or or the beginning of the rupture of the smaller one. Either way, it's still creating a planet, and it seems to do it over and over again, increasing its size. The same dynamo that's sitting at the core of the planet is what creates it and increases its size in cataclysmic growth spurts that everybody's talking about. They don't know. Right now, there's a lot of people talking about different scenarios about some kind of cataclysm, and they keep looking at the sun, which I'm sure has something to do with this, but it ends up being inside the planet that this is happening. Something happens with the sun and this at the same time, and this is, I think, more devastating. But somehow the core of the planet is increasing its size and it's rupturing this planet, which would, I mean, Could you imagine if there's a opening at Antarctica and things are sucking into it, how loud that would be, and the planet would just shake, and these would move, the continents would move around like a boat. Okay, so looks like we need a new alignment. Okay, now we're getting close to the end, where the most important and obvious part of this is you can't have all this without having some kind of really obvious area on this planet that would be gouged out from all of this stuff that's going on right here. And you can see that area would be right here. And what's trippy is that you can see the rotating away. From the very beginning, it's weird. Okay, I'll be honest with you. From the moment that I noticed the reoccurring patterns on this planet's surface, I knew that it was over immediately. I just knew this is the end of plate tectonics. Just people don't know it yet. And I knew this. It was no doubt in my mind. I only have to see a couple things to realize that this is a checkmate situation. And I spent the last several years arguing with trolls over it because I know it's a checkmate situation. And they proved it to me in a way because they could never actually discredit what I was showing. They could just voice their opinion over and over again at me. But so anyways, but I also knew that these images right here, these C's, weren't just C's. I just knew that they were images of something rotating away. It's so obvious in it when you look at it. Now, I think in geology, I'm pretty sure that they think these are just two separate things. No real connection. Just happened to be there somehow. And I can't see it that way. I can only see that they are related. They are connected. And that they are something did this, and it was rotating. It's so obvious, and then it rotates around like a boomerang right here. I mean, around a pivot point right here. Here's a circle right here. You see this, and then you see this spinning, and then you see this. How can you not think that something is rotating? And here's the evidence of it. It's not just a depression here, and this is a, I don't know. I don't even want to know what they think actually, because it only would interfere with what the truth. And I mean, come on, look at it. I mean, it's almost too easy. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. I'm tired, and it's kind of nice to get this off my chest. But look at the similarities already. You can see the hook, and you can see what looks kind of like one right there. Now this is like a puzzle piece that I have to put together somehow. And I think you might be surprised on how well this puzzle piece actually comes together. Now on my computer this looks like a very sharp edge lining up with another sharp edge. I'm only afraid to what it looks like on YouTube. It might look like two blurry objects just kind of melting into one another. And that's the other, that's such frustrating. You don't know frustration. And when you're trying to show people something and you can't show them because it won't come out correctly, they can't. It's like I said, black magic. It makes me think that the same technology responsible for the Tower of Babel incident in the Bible is the same technology that's keeping people from seeing these simple alignments. Simple. Beyond simple. I mean simple when I say simple. I don't know if I made that point clear. but I do mean simple. See that? It's simple. Again, simple. Look, let me center it because, of course, this reality definitely wants this not centered, seems like. But simple alignments, reoccurring alignments. I hope I don't even have to point this out. That's what I'm hoping. This is what's going on, is that you automatically are seeing what I'm seeing with the alignments over and over. It's almost gets to the point that it's ridiculous on how these alignments look. I mean, come on, look right here. And then if I move this up, guess what? The California Basin. You see this? The Grand Canyon. Yellowstone Park being part of Italy. Look at, here's Italy. And you can see, oh man. If you look at the okay, hold on. If you look at the features, this might be hard to do. I can't access, hold on one second. Okay, you see these features right here, these ripples. Now, those are reoccurring patterns that can be found all over the planet too. But let me show you the most popular one. Is these features on Italy right here. By the way, this rotates and then it shows you a spill when it rotates the other way, I mean. But the features right over here with the ripples, and then you got the texture on Italy. If I got close-up shots, you'd be surprised at how well these line up. You can see that the boot part fits, it'll fit right around Yellowstone Park because that's what blew it out right there. As this, look. Ah man, I think these images are degrading. I might have to get close-up shots. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get close-up shots because I don't think you can see this. Okay, so you can see I have close-up shots, and you can tell by the size difference. This is what I was using, and this is what I'm using now. So let me see which way is the best way. Okay, I negated this image because I'm hoping that it might help you see things better as I bring this in. You can see this round circle. I'm going for this right here. I can see already. I look around, see any alignments? Well, yes, I do. But let me go ahead and move this forward more. Let me dim it out because it's hard to see through. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Bingo. You see that right here and right here. You see those images? Bam. Like that right there. Look. Look. Oh man. What am I doing? Look at the rest of this. Look at that alignment. How long ago could this have happened? I hope you guys can see this. My God. Hold on. Let me do something. I mean, you see this, right? There's got to be a way I can show this better. But look right here and here. and the whole thing wherever you want. Look, right there. You see how it just snaps right in? Everything is aligning perfect. I hope. You know, like I said, I think there's some kind of strange manipulation of our reality over this, because it's like I'll get humiliated trying to show this as if it's to teach me not to show this stuff. It's weird. Like things look at that. This right here looks like a feather, and then as I bring it, you can see it connects right there, as other features will support this connection. But there seems to be, I'm not even kidding, this is going to sound weirder than what I'm showing you, by the way. But I get this vibe that somebody has the ability to manipulate this reality. I mean, they don't fully control it, but they have enough wisdom or knowledge or something to bend things to their way. You know what I mean? And of course, if they could do that, I would think that they would have the most money too on the planet, because that would be another thing they'd bend their way. But look, I mean, how the hell could this be hidden from us in plain view? These alignments are absolute, and anybody can test that. You know, it's funny because I've been attacked. You know, I hate to bring this up, but some of these people I'm gonna expose when the time is right, and when I have the ability to do so. Yeah, Psyman Dan, I'm gonna expose you. You can count on that, because it's fools like him that help keep this from being noticed or seen, whether they realize it or not. Look at I can't get over how, look, this obviously is the underlying result of what's going on right here. You can see that in alignments right there. Ooh, that's a hard one to see too, but it is worth seeing. Look, right here next to Italy, and right here, I think it was, yeah, something like, yeah, it was. It's so hard to see, but you know, it just realigns again though. Look, you can tell that this was laying on top of here until it was moved away. There's a mystery about Italy's mountains, by the way. I would bet you a lot of money that that what I'm showing you would resolve those mysteries, would explain them finally. I mean, it's a big mystery where these islands, mountains, they don't fit. They don't, supposedly to them, there's something odd about them, and they don't belong there, and they don't know what. Well, I bet you that I have the answer for them. I would think. I mean, it would seem obvious to me that this would definitely answer some questions like that. Let me try with the regular color. Maybe it's easier with the regular color. Okay, here's our regular color one below. I just kind of want to show it coming in. And, oh yeah, see how hard it is to see, but there are certain things you can see that you couldn't see on the other one. Let me dim it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a couple test videos before I upload this to see if I can improve the quality of the images on this video, because this is stuff you need to see. This alignment may be blurry to you, but to me it shows the most exact alignments that could ever be had. Look, there is an alignment. When you do this yourself, it's kind of weird. It just you can just feel it and see it at the same time. You can even see where it aligns before it gets to there. That's so bad right there. Oh man, look at that. And then there's a spillover, these images of spilling over everywhere, and I know they're related. Look at that. Shoot, there's that spillover again right here, by the way. And remember, I said that this would happen, and it's happening. It's almost as if it, you know what? It's almost as if there was a slot or something in the earth, and this is maybe spilling into it from the top. I'm not sure now. It's a little weird, but you know, I'm just making a note. Oh man, look at already. I can see alignments. Right there, come on, look. Come on. Look, I mean, look how this could not have been a million years ago. You know, it's strange, okay? I keep bringing up the Tower of Babel and the Bible. It's almost like the Bible say it was a documented history, and maybe these things that happened are actually did happen, but maybe in a way that isn't so unbelievable. Like maybe there is maybe there's another species that we're unaware of that inhabits this planet, and for some reason has gained control over the way we think, and they're using these. I'm just saying, this is just, you know, fiction, I guess. But I'm just saying, it would make a great movie. But think about it like this: say if there's another species of intelligent beings that hide from us, and that they have obviously, or they tricked us into thinking we're not as smart as them. One or the other. Who knows? We may have been technological as they were, and now we don't know it because we don't remember. And they say these beings have the ability to scramble our thoughts and block us from seeing certain things, like these amazing alignments. The other thing that the Bible did say was the earth is young. And I'm telling you, as well as this part of Italy lines into that, I'm telling you, this earth was young, is young, and smaller. Let that sink in right there. That alignment is, there's nothing like this. There's no science that's this good. I mean, in my opinion. I'm not saying that about me, I'm saying about it. So I don't want to come off sounding, like a jerk or whatever. But look, come on, look at the align. I mean, you could look at how it just keeps aligning as it goes through. Let me do that in reverse. It's too perfect. It's too precise. This couldn't be more than 100,000 years ago. There's no erosion. You can literally see the pieces that sat on top of one another moving over each other, aligning the whole way on opposites, well, very far areas from each other on the planet. And I just cannot believe, I don't know how long it will take me to convince people. That's what the other weird thing about it is. As precise as this is and exacting as it is, it could take me 20 years to convince people that this is something important. And I don't know if we have that kind of time. Look at that. Like, seriously. This video is long, but that's because I'm going to be out of town for a little bit. So, if this turns out right, and I hope it does, I'm going to upload it and you guys can look at it all you want. Hopefully, if it's good. Yeah, it's just a lot. Just let your eyes just let it line up. It just lines up. I can move it fast and it lines up. I can move it around and it lines up. See, like what I'm talking about, it just keeps lining up. It lines up so well that there's no troll brave enough to take this on and prove that it doesn't line up. I guarantee you that. Not one troll has the courage to discredit this. I just lost a troll yesterday, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that in the comments. Apparently he didn't watch the video, and then when he did, he disappeared. Gone for good. No, if he's smart, he's gone for good. Anyways, I don't know, I'm having fun with that. Look at this. I can't stop doing it. Anyways, I think that's long enough. This is a super long video. I'll probably cut some stuff out of it to shorten it. But like I said, I probably won't be back for a couple days, so hopefully this is good enough for you guys. I mean, I hope you guys can see it. I hope you guys understand what it means. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you soon.